Here at where am I? Charlotte's Webb Pub. I wasn't really a senior moment there. Just searching for the words. Love bugs attacking my car. Nobody here. There's a few people in there. It's Indy 500 today. Why is that? 'Cause I don't care. You know, I don't really. I'm okay. I'm cool with the Indy 500 and it being a good Memorial Day, which 57, and I never was like Memorial Day Indy 500. Is it every Memorial Day? Makes sense. But I'm cool with it existing. I have no problem with it. And I don't I can that's kind of a quality Memorial Day thing. If that's you're at a cookout to have that on. I'm doing that. Even baseball these days. I love baseball, but kind of signed off on the pro game, so to speak. One thing you just don't see anymore, at least in Florida, kids outside, first of all, but wiffle ball. Nobody plays wiffle ball. God, it was fun. Wasn't it? All right, well, this is the load in. Then I'm gonna switch over to that's open. Kids in there. But then I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna record the thing because the microphone's still screwed up, and I'll put the sets, two sets, hopefully, depending on this clouds accumulating. Um, that'll be on the freaking Howley with a PHREAKIN apostrophe HAOLE, 2 words, 3 words with but just like nobody knew how to say Enya, and that's just what came to my mind first. We'll all know how to say the freaking Howley someday, and it won't be for anything bad. Unless it's like kind of like the Bruce Springsteen. Some people are like, what the hell is this? It's horrible. And other people are like, for instance, I listened to I did a rant about hating Bruce the other day now, but I listened to The River, the first two sides last night. I got the box set, yeah, but that's about it. That's about where I my cutoff with tolerating. Even Born in the USA came out when I was in high school, and I had the album, but I never really listened to the whole I don't know if I've ever still listened to the whole album, like every song. But anyway, I listened to the first two, and I always loved. Remember, my sister had that one. I remember, I can still sing Cadillac Ranch. Cadillac, Cadillac, long and dark, shiny and black. Open up your engines, baby, let them roar, screaming out the high. Something I might have missed, but even Burt Reynolds in that dark Trans Am, Junior Johnson burning up the woods of care. Anyway, um, Out in the Streets was always a good one, and I never really dug in enough. And that's when I was probably in like sixth grade. So shit like The River and Independence Day really isn't gonna get you at that point. Those slow songs are slow songs, and Hungry Heart obviously is a catchy tune. But I don't remember Ties That Bind or any of them sticking out to me. See if this gets my stream shut down. Be ridiculous. That's the new Jack Johnson soundtrack to his film coming out next month in very few theaters. I'm gonna have to go all the way to like deep Tampa, like the far side of Tampa, the northwest side of Tampa, and I live way southwest of there now. For one showing on like the 25th of June at 7 p.m. It's crazy. I think there's some in West Palm Beach as well, which is up there where Kelly Slater's from. But he's got the Hermanos Gutierrez doing a couple songs with him and some, I think, remakes of a couple. but it's 2 CDs, and the second CD is just all demos of all those songs from his first couple albums that everybody knows and loves. It's pretty good. It's, it's a vibe for me. I caught him in Hawaii. I was happened to be working there for the Kukua festival that he did at the Honolulu Zoo with Dave Matthews. We were just sitting on the grass outside the fence, so we couldn't see it, but you could hear it, no problem. So we'll put this down here. Let's see. Go back to that side. Oh, I'll tell you, it's hot. I didn't check the temperature, but it's probably 90 something. I mean, I'm just sweating already, which isn't shocking. So, yeah, you get easily distracted. So the Freakin' Howley is my other YouTube channel. That's where I kind of want to do, the music like this when I record songs, and everything else goes on the poo, which is the shit. And but obviously because of the variety of things I put out here, I've gotten more subscribed. Well, maybe not obviously, but I have got more subscribers because I put Disney stuff on here and Shark Tooth and just other random stuff that brings in diverse crowd, you know, for those specific things, which is good. But anyway, I got 37 followers for on the Freaking Howley, and it's been that way for a fucking year. So if 13 people can subscribe, I'd like to stream from there and see if the microphone issue resolves itself. And then I'd just like to be able to do the music on the Freaking Howley channel. You understand? I hope. I'll tell you, it's hot. Not gonna lie. Drinking a lot of the coconut water. They've been doing a bunch of BOGOs and shit in public, so I was trying. It seems to, you know, been working outside and it's hotter than fuck. And I've been drinking the coconut juice. It seems to be maybe kind of my system likes it a little better for absorption or something. So I've been liking it. It's still expensive. I wouldn't not ready to keep buying it when it's regular price.
Even now, I did some two buy two get one free, so it was like $12 for three. Kind of the taller, so not a $4 each, obviously, which is live in the world you're in. Then they had some coconut milk and like orange cream thing. It was BOGO, and then they had strawberries and cream, frosted lemonade, peaches and mango. And the first day there at Publix, I saw that. And I was like, oh, this looks good. So I bought two of the orange cream and two of the frosted lemonade. Then the rest of the week, I went, and when I went down to like Fort Lauderdale, I checked all the Publix, like five Publix there. They never got the orange cream back in stock, and there was like a whole shelf of it that first day, and it was all gone. That was horrible. It was so good. Coconut milk orange cream, dude. That I mean, I went and asked the manager, like the one here in Arcadia where I live. I'm just like, what happened there? Like I'm was there the first day and hasn't come back yet. I'm like, what's up with that? All righty. All right. Got everything we need here, I believe. I get these fucking love bugs. I mean, they're all over me. My legs. They don't bite. They're just having a bug crawling on you. Wherever you fall on that scale of that being unpleasant, that's what it would be like for you. Holy schmoly, is it hot, dude? Been windy as fuck for the last 3 months now. With the wind is dead, and slow down, moving to the. I was gonna bring. I got my electric. Play a few tunes on that. Maybe on the next set. Just do a nice acoustic set. See what the weather does before we bring everything out. I couldn't find the little. I know I have it, but I got a DC cord for the other amp for my electric. It's just got it allows me to do a little more, some delays and stuff that are fun for a few tunes like Shattered, I Am Your Singer or something. And I know I just moved it like in the last week because I had it plugged in under my table, and then I moved it to plug in the record player. Now I got one of a Victrola suitcase record player. So I had a few new records. Record store day. I think I got everything I wanted on record store day. Even yeah, amazing because I went to Orlando. Oh, we discussed this, but the number one thing I wanted was the Brian Wilson live compilation album, just one album, live stuff from like '99 to 2006 or something. So pretty specific because he kind of started to go downhill again. And but I went to Rock and Roll Heaven. They only had, and I was like sixth in line. I didn't get it. Then I went over to they have another one called something that I've only been to on Record Store Day, and they didn't have it either. And I ended up buying the Pink Floyd Live '75 LP because I was afraid they would. They was a CD too, but they didn't have it. And then I went over. I didn't get to Park Avenue CDs till like 2, and I still waited in line for a friggin' hour and a half. And I still got everything I want. They just have such a supply. It's the wokest place on earth. Beware. Like I literally will not wear Trump stuff there because it could affect my service. Although in their due respect, I have in the past before I decided it wasn't worth it if for things I really wanted. um, I never sensed that I received any less treat. You know, they were a little dickish sort of attitude with a few of them. I tell you, they smell it on me, man. I go places. I worked at Newbury Comics back in when I lived in Massachusetts, just around Christmas. You know, some of those people just did not like, and I never had any idea what I did. I guess just the way I am. You know, plenty of times when I tend to be an asshole, totally comfortable in that zone. But at this place, I was, you know, I'm tiptoeing around all the alphabets and stuff. This is way before that, but I know I can't just, you know, I know I'm not at the fucking out on the pond, you know. I remember one girl. She was the manager at the Natick Newbury Comics right near where I work, so I was able to go over there after work. And I was all excited. I mean, they more or less knew me because every Tuesday was release day back then, and I'd be there every Tuesday buying fucking 60, 80, $100 worth of CD. I remember Ryan Adams. He's kind of come back a little bit, but he was like the flavor of the month, big time. Some point in the '90s, there, I think. He was putting out an album like every 4 months. It was crazy. And I Arcana, and I ended up just talking to her, and she loved him, And I was like, yeah, it just seems like he's putting out. Oh, I love everything he does is great. And it was just weirdly tension. I got the sense that she didn't like me. And that was like the first time I tried to talk to her, and I was like, ah, okay. It hit me. I had one of those epiphanies, somewhat. Is I think, for me. But what the Democrats do is and it's not all that tricky, but none of the shit ever is. You kind of just break it down to its basics, and it is that. But they go they they direct their shit towards the most desperate groups that have to go along. Like for instance, if you say you're going to give them this or allow this or help them with that, any group's gonna that needs it's going to be like, whatever, fucking Whitey wants to do that. Yeah, obviously, but anyway, we'll let them. And then they never do anything for him, but they keep telling him, and it's just like that they've got that captive. And whereas the GOP Republican conservative sort of thing is like, here, we'll help you do this. We'll make less regulations. So if you want to do this, you want to go and do that, we'll make it easier for you. But you have to do it. And we want to make it easier for you to make your money for yourself and keep it. You can run your business without red tape everywhere. Whereas the Democrats, all they want is the power. It's like, and you can see it. And I think I was thinking about Newsom when I came to this conclusion, because every time he reacts to like the redistricting or anything going on with Spencer Pratt in LA, he responds in a way that, well, we'll still be in power. We have ways. It's just a being in power is all he's thinking about. It's never helping the people. You're governing for the people. They're electing you to do things to make their lives better. And all he speaks about the whole thing is being in power. That's all they care about. And until the dumb, lazy people realize that, and that's what it is. Because people who want to go and get something and aspire for something, that's what conservatism's essentially about. Self-reliance, aspiration. I'll stand by that for now. They're all slightly sharp. They're all slightly sharp, so it should be in two. Oh, you probably can't hear that. silicone and stuff. Finger ease. I believe it's silicone. I guess you can put it on the back of the neck too. Kind of makes you slide for a short while anyway. Works pretty good. That I feel keeping some on hand constantly is worth the effort. Oh, you can't hear that either. Hinting at the song a bit. Well, not hinting, playing the harmonica part for the song. I don't think there'd be any trick about that. Time we got 3:07. All right, we gotta get going. But let's smoke a bowl first. Fucking wind. Now the wind picks up when I go to smoke a bowl. I'm gonna have to go stand behind the fence over there. Are you sure I had? Gosh, I got a T-shirt issue, no doubt about it. I got another one in the mail coming from the San Diego Zoo for the Pet Sounds 60th anniversary. Supports the zoo. I've actually been there. Best zoo in America, though, is probably that's up there. But the one in Omaha, if you're ever in Omaha, because if you're my age, you remember the Mutual of Omaha with Marlon Perkins on Saturday nights. Well, they take their zoo pretty seriously there, and they still do. They really do. Did some work there for a couple months, and I ended up going 2 weekends in a row, both days, all day. I'm an open to closer. Is that fucking good? It was awesome. It was like a month into my stay before I was like, oh yeah, let me go to the zoo. I was like, oh. Biggest big cat facility in the US anyways. A lot of tigers. They had a new desert sort of thing, like it was like a geodesic dome sort of thing with a desert. So layout, but then they went into the snake. Their snake thing was incredible. It was huge, well laid out. It was a nice. I enjoyed my time there. Then right across the street, like I-80 ran right through the middle there, 80 or 70 miles. And there was a Southern Pacific or Union Pacific train engine on the other side. Forget that whether they had anything there. They have a good rest area too, right off I-80 on the Iowa side of I think it's 80. But with like this life, well, not life size, but this huge sort of Mississippi River thing out in concrete. I forget exactly, but it was cool and kind of laid it out so you could see and understand your own. I was at a festival one day on the Iowa side, Council Bluffs, like a reggae festival that was free. I think I had my bike. They have like a hipster street. It kind of has the feel of Boylston Street in Boston, kind of old cobblestone like that. Fucking raining now. Big drops. I like a definitive rainy day when it's like, all right, no need, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. It's not going to be nice to you. You can just stay home and clean house and get high and listen to tunes. Whereas a day like today, I'm like, no, I got to go up there. You can't just stay home thinking it's going to rain. It could be a nice day. Now it's going to rain. Well, I don't know. Now we got thunder. Well, we'll play a set anyways. It is. The clouds are thickening, but not. Yeah, it was beautiful this morning. Rained last night. It never rained heavy, 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 but it was a pretty steady. Yeah, that was late though. That was 9, 10 o'clock. In typical Florida fashion, it did not look cooler. Stepping outside and like, yeah, did not cool things off one bit. Just put more water in the air. All right, well, let's play some music, man. That's what they call me, music man. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need them to know my name, so I'm totally fine. We've got a few tunes laid out here. Oh man, it's raining. It's gonna rain on me. It's not just gonna be a passing thing. All right, we'll be all right. We'll get a set in regardless. I mean, I'm covered. And if there were an audience, they'd be covered. As long as it was under 20. Dude, I actually had some people here that were dancing to the song. No lie. I'm gonna play that song for you. Oh, let's. Nope, I feel I can get this one now. That's a fun one. I want to do that. It's a good breezy song. Perfect for daylight. Yeah, we gotta go get the cheater. Where was that? Hmm. Where is that? Uh-oh. Kidding me? Come on. Ow. Well, right. Thank you, Ryan. Well, this will be a full-on rehearsal. It'll be good. If you think, you know, there'll be a few regulars that come here, but I think like, let's see. Well, we're not doing. All right, folks. We will stream maybe again at the end. Well, on the loadout. I'll play for a little over an hour, maybe 90 minutes, depending on if I play with one set. That ain't great. Other than that, the set will be up on the freaking Howley, even if it's only 10 minutes. We'll get a couple good tunes in. Because they're all good. And I've got a plan. So I'm playing an hour and a half or 10 minutes. It'll be worth it for me to have you see it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. All right. Well, that's it. I'm gonna set up the camera in a different spot, give a little different perspective here. And now I've got the 3 foot drop here, which I normally would just be like, whoop. Now that I'm an old man, I'm like, I probably will do something and it'll break something. So I'm gonna literally like roll off this thing. All right. Okay. Sammy Eagles Classic. I actually bought that off the Disney website. All right. So the freaking Howley, if you would please tell your friends if you like it. Good tunes, played better each time.